Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Studio 44, where today we have another Stadium Creator Extravaganza video for you. Just got a few stadiums that I found in the vault, and I had a request for a stadium to be showcased, so we're going to get into that one as well. Hope you enjoy these stadiums. They will be in the vault. Pretty soon, I am going to be putting together a video of all the versions of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. I finally have that where I think I'm happy with it for this version of the game. And I almost put two different versions of the stadium in this video to put it to a vote to see what people like better. And then it just kind of gave me the idea to show the evolution of where it started from in the very first edition of Stadium Creator to where it is now. So I thought that would be a fun video if enough people like the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino, which I happen to think is the best Las Vegas stadium on YouTube or in the vault. There's some very good ones. Very, very good ones. They're very good. Very good. There's some other good ones as well. This guy who we're going to start out with, I found his page today in the vault, and oh my goodness, he has some fantastic stadiums, including a Las Vegas casino, which let's face it, more people are probably going to like it better than the Moonshot Casino, but Moonshot Casino is my baby, so I think it's the best in the vault. But let's get into it. Forest Heights Field, ladies and gentlemen, in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Altitude of 581 feet. Built way back in 1927. Man, I don't know if this is a stadium that used to exist out there or what, but it sure gives you the old school vibe. Makes me think Tiger Stadium, makes me think Wrigley, Fenway, Ebbets Field, definitely, This guy does a really good job with his stadiums. They're all really clean. He seems to specialize in older, smaller ballparks. I'm not sure he has a 3-deck stadium, but I love this. This looks fantastic. It's too bad you don't see behind home plate in, gameplay more, at least in the versions I play. But, man, look at how creative he got using the concession stand to kind of turn it into an old school broadcast booth or the PA booth. But man, I love the old school roofs. Like I've said before in my videos, there's something about hitting a home run up on the roof where it's very satisfying to watch it just hit there and just stick and land. And it's like, there's the ball. That's the fucking ball I hit off you, bitch. Sorry for the language. I usually don't curse that much, but yeah, there's not a single digital score. Oh, well, this guy's digital. But there's no big screen digital scoreboard in the park. He's got the old school. He's got the pillars in the way, which I heard that in Fenway Park, half the seats you sit in. I've never been there yet. It's definitely on the bucket list. But half the stadium you sit in, you have some kind of pillar in the way or some weird, stupid thing. But a lot of old school looking signs anyway. I think using the containers, the shipping containers, looks fantastic to give it an old school look. Of course, brick in the background. Love this stadium. I'm sure you guys have seen it before if you've been in the vault. I'm not sure I've seen it showcased on YouTube. The ones I pick from the vault, I try to showcase videos that I haven't seen on anyone else's channel. Even the dirt, the dirt in the grass, he picked a pattern that, kind of looks like it wasn't taken care of as well as it was, or as well as they are today. If you watch the old school videos, all the grass and dirt looks all sloppy and gross. But this is kind of an old school pattern. Probably something you'd see at Fenway Park. But 138 pages of pretty much this stadium re-uploaded in the vault. Unbelievable. That's how popular the stadium is. So I don't know why I need to showcase it, but it's just one that I thought was fun and like to talk about. This guy, Larocco, you'll see in his other stadiums that he gets very creative with combining one small building and turning it into a bigger one. And it works really well for making, new spots for stands and stuff, new targets to aim for when you're hitting home runs. Like I said, very clean, spends just the right amount of attention to the outside of the stadium. And my goodness, it's fantastic. That's really all I can say about it. Taking a look at it in the dark, illuminated by the old school looking lights. Again, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I downloaded like 4 more stadiums from this guy to showcase in future videos, so be on the lookout for this guy. Um, it's worth your time to, search for his online user ID and take a peek in the vault. He's got some good stuff. Moving on. Okay, heading down to Nashville, Tennessee, where we have Stars Park. Looks like it could be for an expansion team if Nashville ever got one. Altitude of 2,100 feet. You're going to hit some bombs here. Built in 2023. And this one, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it, but it looks really clean. It looks really, really nice. It definitely looks like it could be used for a team that expanded here. And I've always been a fan of covering up the basic, standalone facing of the upper decks. Personally, I like to use the new furnishing, like signs that you can put there. I think they fit perfectly. I think that's what they were there for. Obviously, he wants to name the team the Nashville Stars. Cool little like balcony out here. Oh wait, this is Buddy M's. See, I've gone into Stadium Creator and I've bashed it plenty of times, and it breaks my heart because it really is a cool feature. But I should give it the credit where credit's due. It's a great, great, great idea to be able to blend in objects like this. It felt like, coming into Stadium Creator for the first time, that you just have some objects and you have to put where they go. And the fact that you can blend them into other things, blend seats into other things, really gives you creative options. So hats off to San Diego Studio for that. I know I did a video where I pretty much bashed an update, the second to last update we got. We have had an update since then. It seems like a month or two between, which surprised me, and it was a good update. So I'm very thankful to have some new props. You got some new buildings and some new concessions, so I'm very happy to have that stuff as we take a look at Stars Park. This is my favorite scoreboard used in Cleveland. Well, it's Cleveland Guardians scoreboard. Of course, Nashville has a stage. You can listen to some country music before and after the game, I bet. Or you can watch a cow, apparently. This cow's just chilling. He must, maybe it's the cow from Kung Pao Under the Fist. Remember that movie where the dude gets in a karate fight with the cow? Anyway, pretty standard behind home plate and in foul territory behind first and third baselines. Looks like it's supposed to be a retractable roof, which would make sense. I hear Tennessee is pretty hot and sticky at times. He just did a great job of making it look like a retractable roof, and I always thought these lights kind of did a good job of substituting doubling as windows. Like in Miami, you can kind of see, and I think Miller Park does the same thing. But, yeah, I like the hotel use. Looks like it could be a hotel, that can see onto the ballpark, which is really cool because you'd have a great view from right here. Hiding the fountain, of course, which a lot of people do. I prefer it myself as opposed to just having the fountain sitting there. Not a fan of the stupid green base that the fountain has, so anytime you can use the fountain and hide it and still make it looks good, hats off to you. I would like to see the waterfalls taller, and I would like to see a fountain with a thinner bottom part to it so you could get the waterfall itself closer to the home run fence. Because if you try to even bury it and get the home run fence, it doesn't let you because the base of the pool is underneath. So that's just something I'd like to see out of the fountain. This user, by the way, NS Chucker 5, I feel like I've showcased a video from him before, so he's got some good stuff. I did not look too deep into his page. Maybe I should go back and do that and see if there's more, but great use of the signs. They fit up there perfectly. It just looks really clean, really nice. Great idea. The stage out here looks fantastic. I'm guessing there's country music going on before and or after the games. So, yeah, nice job. Fantastic stadium. Let's move on. All right, shooting down to Fort Worth, Texas for the Metroplex Park. Altitude of 1,500 feet, built in 2022. This is brought to you by Busy Blake. We have seen a stadium from him before. I think it was from the last version of the game, one of the last videos I made from the last version. But yeah, this is a great little park. He went with a template home run fence, and I think he got very creative with it and made it look good. How is he doing this? I still cannot do this. I cannot put windows together without them redding out. Man, oh man. I'm guessing this is Superbat Jackson. Starts down and goes up. Because I don't know if Jackson Bat Super makes much sense, but super cool. I like the idea of the hologram things, right? Isn't that what they're called? Out to make it look like a window above the seats in right field. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a retractable roof. I'm assuming in Texas any new stadium will have that now. It's a shame. I love that ballpark in Arlington. I used to watch a lot of games, the Yankees play there. And it used to be, one of my favorite stadiums to use in the show before you had Stadium Creator. And the stadium lasted, 20 years or so? 25 years? I mean, not much longer than Brave Stadium. What was the Brave Stadium that they built and dished away like that? I don't remember. But yeah, this is the second stadium I've showcased for Busy Blake. Definitely looks like a retractable roof. Lot of seats here. Well, hey, Texas. Everything's big in Texas. That's what I've heard, right? Yeah, there's Busy Blake up there. Got the lights, or the windows, I should say, all throughout the stadium at the top. Good uses to the signage. I definitely like this building. I've been trying to find a way to get this building incorporated into a stadium myself. What works very well is kind of a, maybe like, the inside area. Maybe there's a lot of concessions in there, the team store, stuff like that. Cool targets. Might be able to hit that scoreboard. You, of course, go on the roof of the luxury suites. That's a big thing for me. I like to have targets. Hitting one back there, I don't think you can put one out back there. Although this seems like a center field batter's eye that you could reach. How deep is it in center field? Drives me crazy that you have to go into this to find out the distance. It's 420. Yeah, I don't think you're hitting one over that batter's eye. But you got the different luxury boxes out here in right field. I don't know if these are supposed to be luxury suites or not, because usually luxury suites don't have that many seats coming off. Usually they look more like this, where there's like 2 or 3 rows. But what do I know? Yeah, other than the fact that it's monstrous, pretty standard down the first and third base line. I do like how he kind of blended these luxury suites into the regular seating over here. I think that works pretty well. And I always like it when you can, start like a plaza level seating here and continue all the way around the field into the home run stadium. I think that always is cool. Because it's hard with the stupid bullpens like this, making this weird big curve, it can be hard to smoothly transition into the outfield. Of course, I also like the deck above the big fence. I think that makes a lot of sense, a la Camden Yards. But yeah, this is another great stadium from Busy Blake. I think this is the only one he had uploaded so far from this version of the game. But I'm sure we'll see more from him, and I certainly can't wait to see more from him. Moving on. We have one more stadium to show you today, and it's in PG, apparently, in the state of XYZ. Altitude of 1,200 feet, built in 2022. This is another one that there's not a whole lot to talk about it, but it just looks really clean and really nice. Yeah, it just looks great. Blending the luxury seats back here and up top. I like how, again, he has the plaza level seating going around from the first base line into home run territory. Same thing on the left field side. Another double-decker instead of a 3-decker. I think the 50, 60,000 seat stadiums are kind of dying out, and they're finding ways to have like these standing room only places where, you can watch the game and get a bunch of drinks and not have to be glued to one seat. Of course, TV deals are a big part of making money for MLB now. This is always one of my toughest dilemmas when I'm building a stadium myself. What to do right next to the batter's eye, and I think he did a good job here using the new sign out in left center. And I like this little deck, the way it curves out and meets behind the batter's eye, and then it curves back in. Again, using the Cleveland Indians scoreboard, which I like. He does have the bugs. Look at this. This is the first one I've showcased that has the bugs. I feel like I haven't seen too many stadiums with the bugs. And you got the spaceship out in right center field and the castle. Okay. It's kind of random, but, you don't expect to see that kind of stuff in such a clean field. But, man, with the breaks, and he did a real good job making the outside of the stadium look nice, too. Look at this. Fantastic. You got the breaks in here where the lights go. I mean, what is this dude ready to just pounce on someone? Is he going to steal a home run ball or something? As soon as someone hits it, he runs out. I'm going to get that home run ball. And then you got this weird-looking dude out here. A ruined building in foul territory. Some jellyfish-looking things. Here's that same building Busy Blake used. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not in it for the monsters. I think it's just a cool, clean-looking stadium. One problem I have with the cleaner-looking stadiums is you can't reach a lot of the features. I like to hit the ball on the second deck. I don't like to just hit my home runs into the row YY or row XX. I like to hit those upper decks, and I don't think those are reachable. 360 down the left field line. So, yeah, it's a poke just to get it out there. But, yeah, just another great stadium if you like cleaner, professional-looking stadiums. If you would like to see your stadium on this channel, by all means, leave your user ID in the comments below. Leave your stadium name in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to showcase that stadium for you. Another thing you can check out, we have a podcast very soon to be released. We have 4 episodes recorded. We're going to release the first 3 any day now. We're just waiting for the animation that we contracted out to come in, and we're going to release those on YouTube and wherever else you might get your podcasts. So check out Respect the Pick. We'll talk baseball, of course, but it's mostly going to be about like pop culture, nerd culture, movies, TV shows, video games, stuff like that. So that's it. Appreciate your watching. Again, the next video you're going to see is probably going to be the evolution of the Moonshot Casino out in Las Vegas, home of the Las Vegas Gamblers from the Ricky Davis League. Thank you again for watching. See ya. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please throw me a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button because there's plenty more coming soon.